Hello everyone, I Dr. Shweta Acharya welcome you all to this new video on how to write exam to score well. Now what was the necessity of this video? The reason being due to this COVID pandemic that suddenly struck the students, everyone had to lose the link that they were into the college, writing the exams, the internals, the prelims, and that is how you tend to get a little used to writing the answers for the exams. But because all the students missed out on this, the students are not very confident enough that they can manage to write the exams like they would have if the colleges would have been done regularly. So a small attempt from Edge Dental PG to help the students to write well in the exams. Now what is so special about writing in the exams? You should always remember this proverb. For everything that happens in your life, winners don't do different things. They do the same things differently. So what happens? Now, each one of us generally tends to think, यार मैंने भी तो 4 घंटे पढ़ाई की थी. मैं भी हर दिन 4 घंटे पढ़ाई करता था. But then why do some students score more and others don't? Now, the main answer for this question is writing the answers in the exam. Now, how to write in a way that you get more marks for the same answer compared to what the other student has written? So, I have just drafted this entire video under these 4 headings. What to do one day before the exam, on the day of exam, once you get your paper, and after you finish writing the paper. So, one day before, the most important thing that you need to do one day before is to stay calm. Once your brain is at peace, once your mind is calm, you can always perform better. Revise only those topics which you find difficult, because how much ever you feel कि यार ये याद ही नहीं रह रहा है, but once you start writing the answer, you will remember. Take this from me, you will remember. Don't worry about it. Also, revise the things which tend to be confusing, like values, year, definitions, etc. Because normally definitions is something can fetch you full marks if you write it well. So if you're writing the complete definition properly, you can score full 2 on 2 marks. So read well before exams. Eat well and healthy. Don't eat anything that is spicy or oily, because these things lead to acidity when you have to get up to the next day morning. And sleep well. On the day of exam, get ready on time. This is a very important thing, because what happens is we tend to get very apprehensive if we are not ready on time. If we are trying to get late, what happens is in getting late, you may forget a pen, or you may forget your hall ticket. So to avoid all this, get ready on time. Wear comfortable clothes. Wear clothes wherein you can sit for 3 hours and write the paper. Your pant should not be tight, especially if you're wearing something that has long sleeves or something, it should not be tight. So all these things should be kept in mind. Reach the exam center on time. Carry your hall ticket. Now I know these things that I'm telling would seem very faltu, but this is very important, because in case you forget your hall ticket, it creates so much of tension that you tend to miss out on the focus that is writing the exam. Carry extra stationery. Sometimes the pen doesn't work, sometimes the pencil falls down and its tip may break. So carry extra pen, pencils, eraser, so that it's very easy and you are not stressed out on these minor things. Once you enter the hall, see to it that the seat is yours, that is the number that is written correctly. See to it that it is clean. It should not be dancing. Sometimes those benches or all are a little dancing or anything. So you can ask the attenders there to adjust it for you. Don't compromise on all these things. Once you get the question paper, what do? Read the paper calmly without any inhibitions. Review the questions. Mentally draft the answers. And always remember that as per the university guidelines, if we inform the university in the first 5 minutes about any question that is not clear, the question can be changed if you feel that it is out of syllabus, if you feel that it is out of context. If you immediately inform the invigilator, it is easy for the invigilator to inform to the university, and if required, changes can be done from the university. But this can happen only in the first 5 minutes. So if you have any doubt, anything that you have not understood, anything that has a confusion कि बराबर है क्या, ये यहाँ पे होना चाहिए क्या, it's always better to talk to the invigilator. Enter your details on your question paper and answer paper correctly. Write those numbers very carefully. Mark the rounds that are given very nicely, and then start. Attempt all the questions. Now, why am I saying this so many times? The reason is that it is instructions given to the general teachers that you can't give 0 marks to the answers. So we need to give some marks. So if we have to give some marks, it's as well good if you write something. So if the student has written even 2 or 3 points, we have to give marks. Preferably write the paper in the sequence that is given. Draw diagrams and flowcharts wherever possible. This is a very, very important tip that I'm giving you. This is what makes a paper of the topper different from a normal paper. Draw diagrams and flowcharts. Now flowcharts kiska nikale? You can just put a flowchart even of a classification. Instead of writing lamba choda classification that is given especially for pharmacology or anatomy, you can quickly do it in a form of a flowchart, which is easy for you also and for the teacher also to know that you have understood. Label the diagrams clearly. Handwriting should be neat and clear. Avoid long paragraphs, especially when answer it in a point wise. Now, these similar points, I have given it in the form of a paragraph. It is for you to know that writing point wise makes a lot of difference. Now, the 3 type of questions that come in your question paper, they are MCQs, LAQs and SAQs. Now, how to solve MCQs? Read the question and all the options slowly first. Okay? Read the question and all the options. If you are sure, mark the answer. Immediately mark it in the question paper so that you don't give it a second thought and then get confused. If you are not sure, then go to the next questions. Don't mark anything for that one question. Once you are done with all the 20 MCQs, then solve the ones you are unsure of. Remember, there is no negative marking for the university exams. So mark for all the questions. Even if you don't know, you can mark so that by chance, if your luck is good, you may just get it correct. Then coming to the LAQ, which actually forms the bulk. LAQ is a long answer question. So it's already written long answer. So the answer should be 6 to 8 pages long. Also, you should need around 20 to 25 minutes to write the answer. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि you know the answer, so you know the topic, so you keep on writing and spend so much time that you don't have time to write the other. And you should write this particular answer in 3 parts. Write the introduction of the topic in a few lines, 4-5 lines. Then write the body and then write a conclusion. These make the difference for the toppers papers and normal papers. If you can divide your answer, you can give introduction, write a little classification and then start writing the body. Remember, 20-25 minutes. If you do not finish the answer, just leave it and start the next question. In case if there is time left, you can come back. But don't spend a lot of time in writing the same answer. Then comes SAQ. SAQ, most important point here is you write to the point. And there should be no paragraphs. You should need 10 to maximum 15 minutes to write one SAQ. That is approximately 1.5 hours of your entire exam time will go in writing SAQs. Attempt all the questions and write at least 1 or 2 pages for each. 1 page you have to write. Now, what to do after you finish writing the paper? Check if you have attempted all the questions. Underline the headings that makes the paper look good. Check your number and signature, your signatures, invigilator signatures again. Scratch the paper if you have left anything empty, so that becomes easy for the university. And if you have not attempted the questions in the sequence, see to it that you have numbered it well. Now, in the conclusion, I would like to tell you all, to score well in the exams, you need to eat well, you need to sleep well, stay calm, revise whatever you have done before, and time management. Time management is the key. If I know some topic, I keep on writing for 1.5 hours for the same question, I am not going to get more than 10 marks. You have to remember this important point before you start attempting your exam. Thank you, and do let us know if you have any more ideas, any help that is required from your exam point of view, and we will do the needful from